And all you gotta do is turn that MILNOR around, and I had the same picture. A picture of Unimac backwards, with the back off, and a MILNOR. Guess what we saw? Even and I'm not a goddamn mechanic. Believe me, if I have to work on your machine, Mr. Customer, you're in a world of ass trouble. But I can change the belt on the Unimac.
Look at the Wascomat warranty. Dexter and Maytag were 2 years, and then look at Wascomat, 1 year. I don't have a lot of faith in
That's big business compared to how much cheaper Wascomat is than Unimac. Wascomat is an extremely inexpensive piece of equipment.
Yeah.
Now,
you know what I do when I sell that? When I sell against it, I relate it to, it's like the inkjet printers. They'll give you the inkjet printer because they want the ink. They're going to give you the washers and they can sell you the parts.
And I equate it too. I tell them, I say, you know, look, I used to be a Wascomat dealer about 25 years ago. When they first designed that, guess what it was designed for? Damn coin laundry. How many times do you wash in a machine working coin laundry? 2 to 3 times a day. How many times you going to wash in that machine in your laundry downstairs? Almost once an hour. Now look, and they say, oh well, yeah, but it's well built. All right, let's show you. Get the weight out. You know, all of a sudden you're looking at a 675-pound machine that's supposed to give you 325 G-forces, and now over here is a 1,300-pound with the same G-force. Now, which one's going to last longer?
Well, it's like that video that we got the DVD of. The 60-pound Wascomat and the 60-pound Unimac, and that Wascomat was shaking like a leaf.
Use it though, don't, you know.
My sound doesn't work.
Oh no, I don't mean that. Tell them.
Well, I know you tell them, but I think if it's one of those things, if you can show them, they're going to believe.
The problem is, you know, I used to start that, and Bill knows this. I used to do PowerPoints in every goddamn thing we ever did because my whole idea was, I'm going to take this PowerPoint and go into a customer and really have. They ain't got time to listen to you.
No.
I don't see a goddamn PowerPoint. Tell me and get your ass out. Okay.
But I think the thing about the video, you can put it right to that spot and say, just look at these two machines side by side in high extract, and they've got that cup of water on there shaking like a leaf.
I bet you 90% of the people say, I ain't got time to look at it. If you can't tell me, get out. Tell them.
Question.
Several times.
I'm confused on the drive systems. Here, if you go to the very back page.
Alrighty. I think they mean it to be that way, to be honest with you, because I was quite confused myself.
After you get past T, they're all 6 programmable inverter drives. What's the difference?
Well,
VH?
you got the EP and you got the E+. So it's going to, some of them are going to have the E+, some are going to have the EP Express.
Different micros.
Different microprocessors, different features. And they're kind
So
of...
the microprocessor is taken into consideration here with the drive.
Yes.
Okay, so that would be helpful if I knew on the V it's express control. Or is it
They
E+?
can match it. Just think about it like our AVX, our TVs, they're matching drives and computers.
So on this part number right here we're looking at 30022V6J. Which micro or which control do they have on that?
The J. V's for variable speed. J's the microprocessor.
Which
You go to the next page.
Go to the next page and tell you.
I don't have the next page. Oh, there I do. Okay. J's the EP Plus. Okay. X is the EP Express. Okay, and he's the One Touch. All right. Makes sense.
Question. What is axial airflow?
The way typical dryers work today is we have a burner, and the air comes into the top of the drum, and it comes through, gets forced through the drum. Some of it escapes around the side and pushes through, then out the bottom, right? The larger dryers, like your big Bronze, etc., what they use is an axial air, which basically means that coming from the top, it comes in from the back of the unit. Okay, if you go look at our small dryers, the 30-pound dryers, I don't think we have any here. Do we have any? We don't have any coin stuff. But anyways, it comes in through the back.
The Dexter's not here.
But Dexter's on axial.
Oh, okay.
It comes in through the back and then pushes through the drum and then out the front of it. So typically, it's perforated the holes are only perforated on the front of the drum, so it forces the air through the back, through it, and out the front. The idea is that on the big dryers in particular, if you look at the gas consumption per pound removed, they're extremely efficient. Okay, so they're trying to use that same technology on the smaller dryers. There was a, Unimac uses it again on our 30, 25, 30 pound, anything under 45, anything under that 50 pound machine we sell is an actual airflow.
So this one here says it's available on everything from 30 pounds to 190 pounds.
Yeah, they have it on the bigger machines. Unimac ran into some problems making that work real efficiently on the bigger dryers. There was a talk of making all of our dryers actual airflow. I haven't heard that talk in several years. But the theory is that the actual airflow is more efficient. I will tell you, I promise you, on the bigger dryers, it is true.
But we don't have it on our bigger dryers. We can't make it work there. Is what you're
Well, on our 50s and 75s, 120s, I have no idea why that went away.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't. I never heard from Unimac if they ran into engineering problems or what.
Say that one more time. The actual airflow forces the air from the back out the front of the dryer. Just
Right.
has the holes.
Yeah. Tiff, do we have any small dryers out there?
I think there is a 30 pound out there.
All right. Well, let's when we get done here, we'll walk and go show it, and you can see it. It'll make more sense when you see it.
Now, I have a question.
Yeah.
Are they still putting the rollers under the baskets for the
They
larger
are.
ones? See, and that, to me, if I was a MILNOR salesman today, and I was selling dryers, that's where I'd eat us up.
Yep.
What are they doing?
They put a roller,
Support rollers.
support rollers for the tub. So whenever it's loaded down, all that weight's not going back to the trunnion and the bearings.
So those support rollers, are they underneath the tub on both
Underneath
sides?
the tub, and the tub just actually rolls on it.
Yep.
Now, the biggest problem is the bearings on the support rollers doesn't last very long because of the lending situation.
The landing?
Lint. The heat.
Oh, okay.
The heat in particular. The heat in the lint.
Yeah.
And it becomes a serviceability too, because those will get worn out, so that becomes a service component.
Yeah, and because where it's at, they put in sealed bearings, which means that they were greased at the factory, and you can't grease them.
Isn't anymore.
Okay.
So to repair them, you have to take the basket. You have to pull the basket. Go in
Uh,
and do
to
it.
it.
No, you
Front's
can
off.
drop. Yeah, you can pull the front off and drop down, and then you can pull them out that way. So you don't have to pull that. But it is a
It's just no service component.
yeah, it is. But it's a great idea for selling. It's a hell of a thing to sell.
Makes sense, you know. You're also going to support out here, so your bearings. So most of the people are replacing a dryer at the point that they've had a bearing failure.
Right.
And so now they say, hey, we can prevent bearing failures, so it looks really good. But again, if the bearings and the trunnion and all that, the trunnion is the right size, then in theory you should have a long period of time before you have to do a basket bearing job.
Mm-hmm.
And you will still eventually have to do a basket bearing job, even with support rollers.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But it's a hell of a selling game. If
I mean,
if I was
it's
a
effective.
salesman-
We've lost some deals
Yeah,
because of
if
it.
I was a salesman, that's exactly what I'd push against us. I mean,
They have. I've lost some deals because of it. I promise you.
Ira, is he in your territory?
Yes,
Is that his?
yes.
I don't hear anything about him anymore.
I haven't, he may be out there, but I haven't run against him since a year ago.
Is he close to retirement?